guys, welcome back. I showed you last time how we made these plants here, and this time I'm going to show you. We had the top of the lid that we took off, and we still had this piece left over. Well, I thought, well, why can't it just be a potted floor plant? So what I did, since it had a hole in it, I had to fill it in, and I had to put hot glue all the way down inside of there. Okay, now once that hot glue dries, then it'll have a bottom. Okay, in the meantime, while that's drying, we're going to use a little bit different color on it. So I decided that I'm going to get some yellow this time. And the quilling paper comes in different shades. Okay, so I'm going to go with this yellow here. Because, you know, you can find some yellow plants, maybe not exactly yellow, but I also like this color here. It's got like a little mustardy green color to it. So I'm going to do like a couple of those, and it's just going to be a leafy plant. I'm going to take 2 of them off. And then I'm going to take 2 yellow off. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you around where you can kind of see a little bit. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Right, I'm taking the quilling paper and I'm folding it in half. Okay, I'm going to fold it in half. Then I'm going to fold it in half again. Okay, it's going to start to bulk up a little bit on you, so you can cut it if you need be, just to get those little half pieces undone. Okay, so now I have all these little halves. Now the next thing I need to do is fold it one more time in half. That way I have the right height that I'm going to need for the plant. Okay. So, while it's together, you want to get it as even as you can, and then cut the bottom off. Cut that straight. That's going to give you your straight edge to stick into there. If it's not perfectly straight, that's okay too. Okay, so then you're going to take one. Try and zoom in a little bit for you. You're going to take one of them, and you're going to cut it on an angle. Just up to the top. The idea is not to have any rough edges. No rough edges. Okay, and then there you have it. Now you can put a little green paint on this if you want, and then you're going to stick it in there when it's ready. We're not using wire for this one. We're just using it just like that. And then the piece I cut off, I'm also going to save. Okay, so again, you're just going to take it. You need very sharp scissors for this too. Cut it just on an angle. Save the piece that you cut off because that's already got a point on it. And then go down the other way. Okay, just like that. Alright. And I'm going to need a little bit more green. So I'm going to take one more piece of my quilling paper in the green color. And I'm going to fold that again the same way. Alright. I'm going to cut my edge off so I have a straight edge to work with. And then there I have it. Alright. Now if you don't want to fold it, you don't have to fold it. You can just cut them individually in strips if you want to measure it and be more precise than that. I actually just think it's easier to just kind of wing it. And it's a plant and there's no exact size leaf when you're doing a plant, so it's okay. Alright, so then I have all my colors, and these ones I made a little bit longer for the green, and I'm going to continue cutting them. So if you want to go ahead and hang on for a minute, I'm going to put you on pause, and then I'll be right back after I get some more cut. Okay guys, I'm back. I popped this off of the table, and as you can see, the bottom of it now has a flat flush base, and when you paint that, you won't see it. Now if you want to keep it white, that's fine too. So basically I need to start putting in all of my cuttings, and I need to start with putting a little bit of hot glue inside of the container, and then spread the color around the way I want it before it dries. So you got to do this in a hurry, unfortunately. The cooler hot glue gets, the faster it dries and hardens. You want to put them in all different ways. Okay, so we're going to let that cool, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and added some more hot glue so I can add some more coloring. Remember, you need to be pretty quick with this because it dries fairly fast. Just rotate your colors as you want to have them in there. For every plant that you make, it's going to take approximately 4 to 6 pieces of quilling paper. So make sure that you buy a couple packs if you want to make a lot of plants. Because even though quilling paper seems like it comes with a lot of sheets, it takes a lot to make one of these little guys. Alright, and then once it dries, we're going to give it 1 second, and I'll show you how to curl the leaves just the way that you want them. Alright guys, it should be dry enough. So basically you're going to take your finger very lightly and just kind of twirl it around there and hold it. And it's almost like you're bending the paper. Now you don't want to do that to all of the leaves because you do want to keep it full. But it will bend just by twirling it around your finger. Just so. Alright, I'm sure somebody else has got another idea on how to do this, and I'm sure there's probably a million videos out there. I've never researched them. My husband's aunt used to make these when my kids were little. So I kind of just got an idea of just looking at the things she used to give them, or the things that used to be in my mother-in-law's house. And so you do what you want, and you can make it however you want, but that's all you need to do to round them. And they do sell quilling tools too, just so you know. If you don't want to do anything, you can just use those little tools. And I'm sure you could probably use the back of a needle head too as well, to kind of get in the little spots if you need it to. Alright, so basically there's your plant. You have that one, and you have this one, and you can paint them in the pots, or you can leave them as is. Great, thanks a lot for following, and don't forget to subscribe and like, leave a comment below, and follow Dollhouse Miniature Madness and Tutorials on Facebook for more DIY, or check out my blog on Meet the Needs curriculum on the internet. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.